Hey, Naoki and Jay, I owe you an email, and I thought maybe it would be easier if I explained this with a visual. So there's a few things that we need to think about as I build the cabinet. So I've got the face frames built for all of your cabinets all the way around here, and the uppers as well. So when I get back from the conference that I'm at, I'll be kicking into high gear, getting them assembled and built and painted. So there's going to be a couple things here that we need to make sure we have going at the same time. So on the right side here of the wet bar area, I thought that what you wanted there was a wine refrigerator. And so, and then on this side, you can barely see it. You see a sliver of black there, would be a beverage cooler. So I did research, and I found that the beverage coolers are ranging from about 17 inches to about 22 to 24 inches. And so what I did is I made the opening over here 24 inches so you could accommodate any size. And then if it's a smaller size, I can put a filler strip in and we can make it look like it's meant to be. Same thing over here. I'm not really worried about it. For this wine cooler, whatever size that is, we can accommodate it because I can put this end panel on. But I will need to know exactly what the size of this wine cooler is before I can build your countertop on top, because that'll define the length. And then the next thing, so those are the two things. You got to figure out what wine cooler you want and what beverage cooler you want, and get me what you decide on there so I can get the exact specs of the width of those. There is a lot of differences, believe it or not, on what sizes you can get for that. But we want them to be as close to counter height. So this height here is 30. So the cabinet height is 34 and a half. And so you'll find some beverage coolers are a lot shorter than that. So we want them to be about anywhere from 32 to 34 and a half inches tall. Ideally, that'll have the best look. All right, so that's the first issue, figuring out those two things. The next issue is this countertop here. So over here, I've got oak tops in my quote, but over here, we don't have anything defined for the countertop here. Right now, it looks like it's the same oak tops, but what we probably want to use here is a laminate or a Corian or a granite or something, and we're running out of, we don't have a huge runway, and the most cost-effective way for us to handle this would be laminate. So Menards sells about 5 different patterns, and I'm thinking they have a dark gray, kind of almost a slate look. I think that looks sharp with your white and then your gray tone floor. I just don't have I'll see if I can pull a sample of it, but we can do that, and then I can build this custom with that laminate, so it'll be a slate gray top, and then I can chamfer the edge detail. I can put an oak banding around this so that I can run a router detail where we would just see just a stripe of the gold to match your oak over here, so tie it all together. I don't know if that makes sense, and I don't know if I've given you enough information to trust me on that. I can get a better visual as we get going, but my main point is we need to decide whether or not Menards has an in-stock laminate color that you like. So we'll see if we can accomplish that when I get back on Thursday. The next thing is the cabinets on the right and the left here. The center part here, these two shelves here, we talked about them being glass, and they totally can be glass. With the way I have it drawn, they were both 24-inch cabinets, and this span was too wide. You would have had to go on with like a 3/8 or a half-inch thick glass in order to span that distance. So what I think we should do is make these cabinets 30 wide instead of 24 wide, which will decrease the amount of width between here, and we can get a shelf that'll span that's like 1/4 of an inch thick. So I think that's a change we should make, and I built these frames accordingly, so hopefully that's a good move. Otherwise, if you don't like that idea, we can go back to 24s. I can build those pretty quick. But my point is we need to figure out the glass. So the glass, these 2 shelves, and then I think you want a glass in these cabinets here too. So we need to figure out how many shelves you want, and we need to work with a glass company. So I think that I can point you in the right direction of where you can go for that. O'Neill's glass or Hartford glass. And I know you would need me to give you dimensions on what to order, but I won't know that until I get these upper cabinets built. I'll build those first so I can get you the dimensions, and I'll build these first so I can get you those dimensions so we can get that glass ordered beginning of next week. So I should have these cabinets built Friday or Saturday, and we can work on figuring out the glass. And then, so that's it. Glass shelves, countertop pattern, your appliances, what these 2 refrigerator sizes are. Those are the things that we need to be working on. And then I know you have guests coming like the 11th or so. I'll probably, if I can, install next weekend. Worst case scenario, be a weeknight like Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday of the following week. See if we can get this all in place. And if we can't make the glass work, I could build you some plywood shelves, white plywood shelves, which would look pretty sweet too. We can do that instead of glass if you want. The glass would be cool if we put a light up here and it could shine all the way through, but plywood painted would look pretty sharp too. It'd be similar to what the video you sent me. So anyway, sorry for the long video. Hopefully this helps define what we need to figure out. I've got the paint coming, I've got the oak already, I've got all the supplies to make these cabinets, and we're gonna make it happen. Thanks, bye.